I'm leaving to work on time today. It's very thin today. I still didn't have time, or I didn't give myself enough time to do my daily stuff, which is workout and meditate and whatever. That just means I just have to work out when I get back home. There's this underlying feeling this morning. I wanted to record, but I also felt like there's some inner work I needed to do. I feel like the only really time that I have during the day to do that is on my lunch. My lunch meditations have been getting pretty good recently. Yesterday, I was. Um, I usually listen to water sounds with like little birds singing in the back. I was doing that yesterday, had my eyes closed, and then usually I imagine myself in that scenario or in that environment. And so I was doing that, but I tried something new where I made myself disappear in that scenario. And I was I wasn't there. I wasn't there, but I was there. I was literally just being an observer. And then I try to carry that focus, energy, that I don't even know what you call that, but I try to carry that into where I was, which was in the car sitting, and it was just like, how can I disappear? How can I replicate the feeling of my body disappearing and it's just my awareness? So spiritually enlightened. Also, I'm scared my throat is clogging. I think it's because I've had the fan facing me when I sleep, and it's just kicking up all the dust and stuff into my face. Usually, when my throat gets like this, I drink a bunch of tea. But last time, I think I just drank a bunch of caffeinated tea for maybe like 3 months after my eyes kept twitching. And I don't want to experience that again, so I don't know if I'm gonna drink tea. Maybe I was just drinking the wrong teas, but it's okay. I'll just drink more water. But yes, what inner work am I feeling pulled to do today? Oh wow. Maybe just getting clear on my vision for the future and making sure my body's comfortable in envisioning it. I don't know. It feels like there's something missing that I should be doing internally, and I don't know what it is. I probably just have to journal. Have a have a good little journal session. Write it all out. I think that'll help me clear space and focus on what I need to focus on. It is the next day. The very next day. Yeah, I work 10-hour shifts, and it takes up so much of my time. I ordered a new mic for all of us, all one of us, all me of us. Um, yeah, my audio quality has been very inconsistent, and So I wanted a new mic. Half of it is the mic. It doesn't sound crisp. The other half is me and my volume levels, very inconsistent. So we're gonna fix one half by ordering the mic. My unfortunate definition of manifestation, one of the criteria is that it has to be synchronistic or somewhat magical, like proof that there is the source behind the curtain, you know? And I guess it's not fully like that because, like, I don't know. I don't think if I get it physically, like, if I use my money to purchase something, that doesn't feel like I'm manifesting it. So I think I just need to rewire my definition of manifesting. Anyways, the new mic is a recent, a new recent, like, manifestation. I Let's calm down for a little bit. Let me gather my thoughts. I think about 2 days ago, I asked for a sign that I'm doing everything right. It's been a few years since I asked for a sign from the universe, and I was trying to think, and I have been seeing 444 and 1111 a lot recently. So I was like, okay, let me just pick a angel number as a sign, and I picked 777 because it makes me feel lucky. Fast forward to last night, I was ordering a new mic for me, just a high quality one, because this one's not doing it for me. I put it in checkout and I used my rewards on Amazon. And guess what the total was? It was 1777. Wow. Wow. So I was like, oh, okay, okay. um, a part of me was thinking like, okay, just because I saw the number doesn't mean I have to buy it. I was getting flashbacks of when on my 21st I went to Vegas, and I would use seeing triple digits in my totals or whatever as a sign to keep going. And that wasn't really a smart idea because no gains came from that approach. And in retrospect, it was like, I think that was pure delusion. So a little part of me felt like that when I first saw that total. But I was like, no, if I want to be the ideal version of myself, I would I would purchase this. Plus, it's $20. That's cheaper than what I got this mic for. Yeah, so I feel like that's the first quote unquote manifestation success that I've had in a while in my terms. I know I've manifested other things that are outside of my terms that weren't so magical, but this is the first one. And then I come to find out this morning that the attachment doesn't fit my phone, and so I had to order a new one, and that came out to be like $40. uh, and I was gonna cheap out on it, but then I asked myself, like, would the ideal version of myself do that? And that's kind of like a tricky game to play because I have to be real with myself and my financial situation, But also at the same time, what I said prior, like, does this help me achieve my goals? I don't know. It doesn't matter. I ordered it anyways. There are also two things that I wanted to touch upon. When I was listening back to some Abraham Hicks, one thing was contrast, which relates to a prior video that I made. And the other thing was, I don't remember what the other thing was. Wait, I'm finding it. Something to do with relearning the stuff that I learned earlier this year about manifesting. It'll come to me. But the first thing was contrast. My other video about talking about the other video titled "The Night is Neutral." Contrast. I understand, or I'm remembering. Wow, I'm remembering now how to appreciate the lows in life and why they are actually important. Sorry, no, let me not like yell into the mic because I tend to do that. Just, everything's so loud. Basically, contrast. They call it step one, which is gathering the information for how you want your life to be. There was a point in my life when I was learning all this manifestation stuff where I used an analogy that life is like a menu, right? I used to see it as like whatever situation arises, it gives you two choices. One, to lean into the lack of the situation, like, oh, this is not what I want, and you keep focusing on it. And two, it directs you towards what you actually prefer, and you lean into that. So really, any situation gets you closer to defining the life that you want, which is pretty eye opening for me. So it's just like I can get through life. It doesn't matter if I'm in a high or a low. It's all just a matter of choice. The only thing to be wary of is dwelling in the step one process, dwelling in the contrast and, oh, I can't see the road. And getting caught up in, oh, this is not what I want. I don't want this. I don't want this. And more of like, okay, I don't want this. What do I actually want? And then just focus on that. Yeah. Let's give an example. Uh, they frequently use like the example of like if someone's rude to you, you want them to be nice, and then you just start focusing on, oh, I found it. I found the second one. I found the second point that I was going to talk about. It's how. Let me find the right words. I can't find any other words, but it's basically just the power of your mind. Anything that you place your attention on, anything you focus on, plays a role in what you experience. And I forgot that. I forgot that. I forget how important your attention is on everything. So today I want to be more aware of the thoughts that I think, and I think I'm in a good space. I feel like I'm in a good space because I trained myself to think relatively in the advantage. Oh, it starts with a P, I think. I don't know. But I train myself to think in a way that benefits me for the most part. And so I just need to re-evaluate that today. What was the first point? Oh yeah. No, I feel like for me to feel more in alignment or whatever, I found that logic kind of really helps me. Like if I can mentally put it together, then it's easier for me to feel it and understand it. That's just what I found. I found that usually right before a quote unquote a light enlightened moment, I'm usually remembering something or reading up on something, and it causes like a perspective shift, and then that changes the course of everything. A lot of unpreferable things happened last night and this morning, and my initial reaction is to dwell in it. There's another word I wanted to use. It started with the R, but I don't really know. But I know that's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. And in retrospect, nothing really bad came out of it. I just need to calm down. On a higher level, I understand that I called all of this upon myself, and this is all under my own will. I did this all to myself, and I don't want to do it again. I guess that goes into the topic I was talking about yesterday morning. Oh, by the way, it's the next day again. I don't know if you can tell by the new... I hope the quality is so much better, and I hope that you can tell how much better the quality is. Anywho, I didn't have any time last night to process anything, because I was just jumbled up in a bunch of things that I had to take care of. And I'm not complaining. Ruminating was the word that I was looking for earlier. But no, I'm not complaining. I'm really just gathering myself. As I was talking about yesterday, our thoughts hold so much more weight than we give them credit for. Every single thought you think contributes to your experience, the way you feel about things. And I kind of forgot that little tidbit of information. And I saw that directly applied to my day yesterday and my morning this morning. And I was very quick to want to blame external factors. But no. Lately, I have been thinking that I don't have enough time during the day, and I barely have enough time to do the things that I want to do. Yeah. I was shown that yesterday to a little bit of an extreme. Thank you, Paso. Thank you. I don't know. I just want to be more diligent. I have been trying to be more diligent, or just more careful of the thoughts that I choose to hold on to. Just because I know that it's gonna, in one way or another, affect me. I was literally talking about this yesterday morning, I think. I just, didn't have any time to process anything. Which is kind of funny. Not really. Oh my god. At least it's a really nice sunrise.